ever wondered if police officers go by the correct procedures to handcuff an individual? Today I will be demonstrating to you the proper procedures of handcuffing a suspect. According to www.enotes.com, handcuffs are a standard tool that's used to detain or restrain an individual who is dangerous or has an unreasonable behavior. According to AFI 31101, and my experience as being a police officer in the United States Air Force, I feel that I am experienced enough to teach you these steps. First, I will go through the steps of showing you how to properly handcuff an individual. First, you will determine the suspect's hostility. Second step is you will challenge the suspect. And third, you will go ahead and handcuff the individual. First, you will determine that the individual is compliant. Her hostility level is low. So what you would do is next challenge the individual. You would have the individual put their hands in the small of their back with their fingers interlocked, as so. The fingers must be interlocked together. Now that I have told you how to determine if a suspect is compliant or not and what they need to do, to challenge the individual, you must make sure that the individual's hands is interlocked in their back and their fingers are clamped together. Next, as a police officer, I will approach the suspect with my handcuffs out with the saying that we have been told, brass to the grass, which means that the single part of the handcuff will be down, the double strand will be up, which means it's easy to clamp the handcuffs around the wrist. I must also maintain control of the suspect at all times, which means I will hold, put them a little tighter. All right, first, I will clamp these two fingers right here. I'll clamp these two fingers right here, maintaining control of the suspect at all times. Put your arms out. Reason being is that I have control of this individual at all times. If they will try to move or try to resist, I will clamp down on her two fingers, causing her pain. Again, I state, brass to the grass, maintaining control of the handcuffs at all times. I will clamp down on the handcuffs, tighten it with my index finger. I will stick my finger in between to make sure that she has enough room and it's not too tight on her. Again, I'm maintaining control of the chain. At this point in time, I can let go of her fingers because I have control of the handcuffs. Then I will clamp down on, in this little bit, in. Then I will clamp down on the other one, putting it, still maintaining control, clicking it until I feel that she has enough room to move. After that is all said and done, I still have control. I will take my handcuff key and double lock to make sure that the handcuffs are locked and in place. Now that I have showed you the 3 easy steps to handcuff an individual, you can very well see that this individual is not able to move. So today I've demonstrated to you how to determine whether a suspect is hostile. I have also demonstrated to you how to maintain control and apply handcuffs. And it's like so. And as a saying that we always say, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Do anybody have any questions?
Can you use any key to take off the handcuffs?
You can use any type of handcuff key to take off the handcuffs.
What's too tight?
Too tight is if it's in there and it can't move. Like typically, because you have braces on, they should have been taken off first, because it's kind of hard for you to maneuver, and it's probably like a little bit too tight because it gets caught in between the handcuffs.
Are all handcuffs metal?
All handcuffs are metal. There are two types of, well, unless you have some fuzzy ones, but all handcuffs are metal. Or you have flexi cuffs. It's like a plastic cuff for people who don't have access to the handcuffs.